In this session, we're going to be talking golf posture. We'll specifically talk about S or sway back posture or slouched posture, which is also referred to as C posture. We'll first talk about sway back or S posture. In this posture, there's a number of different physical limitations going on, including usually hip flexor tightness as well as lumbar paraspinal tightness. These are usually combined with a weakness in the abdominals and the glutes. So we're going to be doing a few exercises here, one with the ball to stretch out the low back, another one to stretch out the hip flexors, and then lastly an exercise to engage the abdominals and glutes together. This first stretch is called the three-way prayer stretch, or also known in the yoga world as child's pose, but we'll use the ball. We'll bring this out straight out in front of us as well as off to the side. We can do this dynamically by bending and straightening our elbows, and we can hold statically for time. We'll typically do this to both sides, potentially one side more than the other if you have a particular limitation or tightness on one side of your back versus the other side. Next, we'll move on to stretching out the hip flexor. It's very important here that you tuck your tail by contracting your abdominals and your glutes in order to stabilize your pelvis, as one foot is elevated and the other foot is back on the ground behind you. We'll typically move in and out of that stretch a second at a time, exhaling as you move into it, inhaling as you come out of it. Typically we'll do 5 to 10 of those and then hold the last one for 20 to 30 seconds. Lastly, we'll move into bridges with pelvic tilts. We want to tuck the tail under and roll the spine up one vertebra at a time, starting with the end of our tailbone and moving on up each segment into the lumbar spine. Do 10 to 15 reps and 2 to 3 sets, 2 to 3 days a week, but they must be done pain-free. The second postural dysfunction in the golf swing we'll talk about is rounded forward C posture. With this posture comes a mix of tightness in the pectoral muscles as well as tightness in the thoracic spine, unable to extend or straighten out, along with weakness in the postural muscles that actually hold you up. This will often also be mixed with the tightness in the cervical spine musculature as well as a weakness in the deep neck muscles. We're going to start off laying vertically on a 6-inch round, 3-foot long foam roller, doing what we call angel arms to stretch out the pecs dynamically. We'll do this 5 to 10 times, and then we'll hold it in the middle and statically stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. We'll do 1 to 2 of those at a time.
And then you want to show us underneath.
These next set of stretches are going to stretch out the cervical spine of the neck as well as the upper back. We're going to grab our head, pull sideways, and then tilt our chin down toward the collarbone and gently rotate back and forth 5 to 10 times. We'll do that on the other side as well. Then we'll want to strengthen the deep neck flexors of the cervical spine. I'm laying on a foam roller and we're tucking the chin and then lifting the head, holding it at least 3 seconds, but even up to 10 seconds, doing 10 to 15 reps at a time. Basically sit-ups for your neck. Next, we're going to want to stretch out the thoracic spine. We'll roll up a towel, place it under your neck, lay on this physio ball with your arms out into a goalpost position. Let your spine follow the contour of the ball and just relax, rocking back and forth for up to a couple of minutes. This last exercise will strengthen the muscles of the mid-back, our postural muscles. We call this exercise I, T, and W, signifying the position that our arms are in for each of these moves. We want to pull the shoulder blades down and back, hold for a couple of seconds at each position, and do 5 to 10 reps total.
Broken into two.